Talks. Welcome to the latest episode of Tuesday Night Talks. Sorry, guys, I know our whole house has had the plague. Thankfully, I Lysoled enough for Antoinette over here to actually come over and do the video. But tonight we are speaking on money manifestation. And now, not to be confused with money superstitions from the world over, which we will be doing a different segment on. And I'm going to have you on for that one too, if you're cool with that.
Yes.
But money manifestation, because we can all use a little extra cash. So
yes.
But I want to introduce our guest. You guys have seen her here before, Antoinette Brown, Reikiist, energy healer, Reikiist, Reiki master. What do you prefer?
Reiki master.
Okay, Reiki master. So Reiki master, energy healer, Healat healer, Egyptian healing, angel card reader, real estate agent,
fire scrying,
as well as a feng shui consultant now, correct?
Yes.
You just got your certification. That is awesome.
Yes.
But you've been doing it for a few years, haven't you?
Yes,
okay.
I have. And I'm excited to bring all this knowledge to you guys.
Now, quick thing, you're actually doing a fire scrying gallery on the 21st, aren't you?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
It's going to be very, very exciting. There's going to be a couple surprises we're going to throw in. So,
surprises.
Yes, surprises. It's just going to be a lot of fun. And I'm excited. And Miss Alicia will be here. Make sure I don't catch my hair on fire or anything.
But no, now, and you're also going to be at our March 28th and 29th Des Moines New Age and Psychic Fair, right? Down at Iowa Fairgrounds.
Yes, correct.
Thanks!
Yes.
I'm super excited.
I am excited as well. So, yes.
And one more quick thing I did want to mention. 2 things coming up. One is going to be a special Saturday edition of Tuesday Night Talks, I know. And in that one, we are going to do a segment on how to make your own hand sanitizer, wipes, like the disinfectant wipes and the disinfectant spray. We're going to feature a few different methods, but we're going to be essential oil heavy. That way you can make your own no matter what. Also, we have a spirit gallery with medium Psychic Jeff coming up at 7 p.m. this Saturday. Definitely call the shop about that or message on here because it's going to be amazing. He's got 50 plus years of experience. So, whoa! I'm excited. Are you excited?
I am excited.
Woohoo!
Yes.
All right, baby doll. So tell us a little bit about this whole money manifestation thing and how it works. Hey, Judy!
Well, money manifestation is all about putting that energy out to the universe because money is energy. And so what I'm going to do tonight, of course, I'm going to light a green candle for prosperity and abundance for everybody and send that out to everybody. Absolutely. And send the energy out to everybody. But I'm also going to give you guys 2 techniques that you can use that are going to be 2 solid foundation techniques that cost you absolutely nothing, that, basically they're just really easy to do, and you can pretty much set it, forget it, and be able to have more money coming into your life.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, I did want to let you know I am loving the natural hair look on you. I dig it.
Thank you.
Very corporate business witch.
Yes.
I dig, yo. Oh, hey, we've got 7 people watching. Hello, 7 people watching.
Yes. So, absolutely. So, the first thing we're going to do is...
Well, now, hold on. Talk a little bit about how you came to the money manifestation ideas, angles, concepts. How did you perfect this? Where were you when this happened?
Honestly, this is something I've been doing since a little girl.
Whoa, we are getting a lot of hearts. So many hearts. Hi, Stephanie.
I love it. I love hearts. Woo. It's so funny. As a little girl, I've always liked money. And so even, as a little girl growing up in the 80s and 90s.
I swear to God, I have to run her chart. She has to have some earth sign in there somewhere.
I would grab my mom's checkbook And I would write out imaginary checks to myself of like what I would want for my birthday, and
Mhm.
they'd actually come to pass.
Right?
So I started doing this as a child, and it would work for me actually.
Well, now, interestingly enough, Jim Carrey, I don't know if you. Oh, Stephanie said she's loving your hair.
Oh, thank you.
Jim Carrey actually did some of the same thing. He wrote out, I think it is $1 million check and put it in his wallet for 5 years, but he put the date for 5 years from now. And he was like, no, I'm going to have the money to do this in five
Yes.
years or 10 years or whatever. He carried it around in his wallet. And you want to know what?
Mm-hmm.
In that amount of time on that date, he had the money to cash it and pay himself.
Yes.
And he's really big. Jim Carrey of Ace Ventura, Pet Detective fame, and stuff like that. But he is really big into this stuff. And it wasn't until he got really famous that he really came out of the New Age closet hardcore.
Now, I have a question to ask you since you know the Eastern and the Western Zodiac.
Mhm.
What is his makeup?
If I remember correctly, he's a Capricorn ox. But talk for a little bit while I look that up. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So, what I'm going to do is give you a couple techniques that you guys will be able to put to use right away. But what I'd like to go ahead and do now is I'd like for all of us to just release anything that is not serving us, any feelings about money, feeling guilty, feeling any sort of way about money that is not suiting us, and just release that back, you know, with no harm, no malice to anything or anybody, you know. Um, and then the other thing to do is just think about all the things that you would do when you have and when the money is in your account, and just think about the money is already there, and just think about that now. And I'm gonna go ahead and light this candle in about the next minute, and and we'll just go ahead and just kind of meditate on that energy, and that energy flowing and the cash flow flowing all through our bank accounts, through our wallets, through our purses, through new opportunities that are just going to come to us with ease, joy, and glory. Financial blessings to everybody. I would like to open this up to see if anybody has any questions as of right now.
Oh, and Stephanie said, wow, I think Jim Carrey is awesome. He's an artist too. Yes, ma'am. And I was right. He is a Capricorn ox, so that's a double whammy powerhouse of manifestation.
Yes.
You saw how quickly Kayla worked. And she is that Capricorn ox, double ox.
Yes.
In the Chinese zodiac and the Western zodiac, there are always corresponding signs, and Capricorn and ox correspond to each other. So yeah, that's a double Capricorn. That is a lot of manifestation power.
Yes, it is. It is.
Psychic Jeff is a Capricorn sheep, and you've seen how powerful he can be when he's healthy.
Yes, he is. He is. Awesome. Well, I am excited. So let's go ahead and light the green candle now.
Okay. Now, also, quick thing. Candle manifestation is as easy or hard as you want to make it. So one of the things I did want to mention was we're using a 7-day candle in class right now. But you can also use a votive candle that is green or gold, metallic gold, and you can actually carve the dollar symbol, something like that, into it. You can put oils on it. Patchouli, mint are good ones to attract money. You can also put herbs into it. You can also place gemstones around it and put it on top of a mirror that's been sealed on the back with the close symbol, so it's not a portal or a gateway. And the 3 best money stones, actual money stones, are going to be citrine. Well, okay, 4 best money stones. Citrine, pyrite, of course, aventurine, and ruby. Ruby helps you retain wealth. It doesn't just help you get it, it helps you retain it. And that is one thing. You can get a lot of wealth, but it can be all gone tomorrow if you don't focus on retention as well. Hold on. What if you can't get a candle this time around? That's a good question.
Don't worry about it.
Do you have incense at home? If you have incense, light it over your gas stove or light it with a lighter and burn it.
Yes.
Because that little spark of fire, that fire element, fire energy actually helps to make it faster. Correct?
Correct. And white is neutral as well. Mm-hmm. So even if you have a white candle,
yeah.
That can be used as well. And the other thing that I like to do, this is really, really simple, is when you light a candle, you can put one wish underneath it, write it down underneath the candle.
You can either write it on the bottom here, or what's much easier, get a piece of paper, write it out, stick it on. The other thing, if you have money, coins, or like a $20 bill, something like that, a bigger bill, you rub a little patchouli on it, smack it under the bottom, light that puppy up and let it burn. But very important, don't let it burn onto the bill because you don't want to set your money on fire.
No, that's not good.
But okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to fire it up. Yeah. I'll just take that, yeah.
Yeah.
This is my house. I do not want to collect the insurance money. I have all my stuff here. All right, so here we go. And lighting it up.
So what I'm doing is I'm sending all this fire, money, manifestation all out to the universe and to everybody watching.
Yes, ma'am.
Money flows with ease, joy, and glory. Money flow to everybody watching in the whole universe. Just money flows with ease. And we retain all the money. We just retain it and be able to do what we need for our families. Use the money as a tool and do all the good that we can do. Money flows. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, and we're going to set this to the side here. But I also did want to mention one other thing, and this is how I've seen a lot of people go wrong with their money manifestation. And I don't know how it's been for you, but this is what I've watched. The one thing that you absolutely cannot do when you're trying to manifest money is be cheap and petty. You cannot go into a store and hassle people. You cannot be petty, and you can't be cheap. It's one thing to be thrifty. Thrifty is one thing. If something's not in your budget, fine. Just make a mental note or take a picture and come back for it. But you absolutely, hi Jane, you absolutely cannot be cheap, petty, and unnoble, dishonorable. When you go in and you hassle a store clerk or something like that, that just negates all that positive energy flow. So remember, if it's not in your budget, and most things aren't in my budget, you know, and I think you feel the same way, Antoinette. But when you go in, just be like, okay, this isn't in my budget, but I'm going to take a picture of it, and I'm going to save up a little aside to come back for it, you know? And same way, when you're doing groceries, anything like that, coupons, absolutely, 100% go for it. But don't go in and what do they say? Show your ass? Just be nice to everybody. If somebody's having a hard day, say, hey, how's it going? I really like your earrings or something like that. But go out of your way to be nice. Go out of your way to be positive. And you're going to get more back from the universe by doing that rather than being, I can't believe this is 59 cents. This used to be 49 cents. No, that's not the way to go about manifesting money and good energy into your life. The more positive you are, the nicer you are, the kinder you are, and more compassionate, the more it's going to flow to you, because whatever you put out, you're going to get kicked back. You're going to get reflected back at you. What is it, like tenfold or something like that? Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, that is one caveat I wanted to mention. Antoinette, your thoughts on this?
The other thing I'd also like to mention, I do agree with Alicia, but the other thing I like to add is having a lot of doubt. And the other thing, too, is just like how Jim Carrey did the 1 million. I'm not gonna say per se be realistic, but give, if you don't believe that you can do or can make that amount of money and you keep that in your head, try to make it something where you believe. Start off, I'm gonna make $500 a day, $300 a day, whatever you're wanting, or whatever type of job are you wanting to obtain. You know, think of that. Know that you already have it. Like it's already there, and it's already there for you. But doubt is also another one that can, stagnate things for
Right?
sure.
And that is true. Absolutely. I know a girl, she actually ended up going from complete riches to rags. She was completely homeless, out on down on her luck, just completely bam. And instead of being down about it, yeah, she cried her tears, whatever, but then she moved on. She became positive and she just fought her way up. Oh, hi, Eva. Hi, gorgeous gals. Oh, thank
Oh, I
you.
love
Yeah.
that.
But no, this girl, she fought her way up. She went from homeless shelters to having a car to having her fucking manager drive her around to her appointments. Okay? I mean, because she was positive and she stayed confident. She said, "Yeah, I might be down on my luck right now, but that doesn't mean I will be forever." And she just kept moving forward, and she is in an amazing place right now. I mean, she's got two great jobs. One that she loves more for causes, more for something she does for the community, but one that she's a pretty hard-hitting rock star at, and she's making money and she's doing really well. So it's all about that positive attitude, and she never doubted herself, which was really amazing considering how hard life kicked her ass. I mean, it just threw her down the steps and just fucking ran over her with a bus, and she was still like, "Nope, nope, I might be down right now, but this is just a temporary situation." So that's positivity, lack of doubt. Hi, Marie. Hi, Marie. Um, and just moving forward no matter what. Just that constant mindset of I'm just going to keep going no matter what life throws at me. And I, for one, can tell you, I know that it's really hard to do. This lady is she is an enigma. Yeah, she's just different, but she is a success story. So, yeah.
And then one other thing I'd like to bring up too is that sometimes what you give, you'll get back even 100-fold, and it may not even be per se in money. It may be in health. It may
Yeah.
be with a family member.
Health is amazing.
With something that they may need. So always be open to help the fellow man and that fellow person around you, because you never know.
Exactly.
You just never know.
And I heard something I really liked. It was, and this is put more in a religional cast, so put it in your own phrasing. Never be afraid to help somebody out when they ask, because that's God answering their prayer through you.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. And it's amazing. As much as I love money. I do. I love money.
Oh, come on. We all love money, okay?
But I also love being able to give back to people.
Yes.
And if I feel somebody needs something, or even if I don't know, even if they're going to do something right, it doesn't matter, because guess what? My heart was in the right place. And that's all you have to worry about.
It really doesn't have anything to do with their intentions. It has to do with our own, with
yes,
our intentions giving out. If we're giving out for a bad purpose, then yeah, we're gonna have bad luck back. But if we just give to give, I'm in a situation right now, somebody that I know is not going to appreciate it, but I'm doing it because they did me a good turn. And I feel that it is the right thing to do. And a lot of people have asked me, they're like, why? Why would you do this? Why? Because one, it's a good thing to teach my son growing up. It's a good example to set. But number two, it is the right thing to do. It is the moral thing to do. And I think it has a lot to do with our intentions. giving
Yes.
out. When people give, they don't always have the best intentions.
No,
Okay.
no,
If
no.
I give somebody something, that's why I never loan money. I don't
Mm.
loan. I either have somebody work a side job at the shop and hand them a little money, because
Yes,
I can always use help
yes.
organizing.
Mm.
Or I just hand them the money and I never expect them to pay me back. I say, pay it forward. That
Mm-hmm.
way, there's no problems. There's no BS. I only give you what I have to give. Sometimes that's not much, but it is a little something. And I always believe if I have it to give, I should help. Stephanie. Oh, it's Precious. Still going through a divorce, but is on good terms with him. Awesome. I'm now separated and free, and the universe brought me back my middle school sweetie pie 14 years later. Not to mention, the heart was my problem, and now it's awesome. Good, Stephanie. Good job. Marie Wheeler, I do appreciate you guys allowing us to have the stage at your place. We are grateful. Yes, or it forward. Marie, awesome. Well, thank you. 100%. I'll let you guys know when it sells a little bit more. Right now, I've only sold one bundle, so. But the blue sage still smells amazing, and I get a lot of compliments on it. Just no bites yet.
Yes, yes. So, any questions before I give you guys two techniques that I'd like to share with you guys?
I have a question.
Sure.
Next time, are you going to try red in the hair?
Yes.
Woohoo! All right, cool. I mean, I
Awesome.
like some of the blonde, but I really dig the red on you. I don't know why.
I like red too.
Okay. Marie Wheeler, I meant pay it forward. Oh, awesome. Okay, Marie, thank you.
Awesome. Sounds great. Well, the first money making technique I'd like to share with you, really, really simple, is um, go to your either get a recent bank statement, the most recent, I would say, and either print it out or if you get in the mail, snail mail, however you get it, and then write out your balance and then write down the balance that you want and then put the date down that you want that balance to be up to that certain amount.
Question though, how long do you have to give it? Like if I'm writing it today, should I give it a week, a month? What?
Actually, whatever you feel, that if you feel realistically and that you don't doubt, that's the key.
Okay.
Not, I wouldn't say realistically. If you feel that you don't have a doubt that that can happen in 24 hours, do that. But if you know that it may take a little longer, I'd say 30 days. That's what
30 days.
I'm being shown 30 days. You know, and then that way that gives 30 days of increase, a financial increase in your bank account for 30 days to increase. Now, you can either write that out, or I like to use a computer and I would just scan it in and then use PicMonkey or Adobe or Canvas or whatever, then write that amount there, and then it looks more real, and then print it out. The other thing that I want you to do is think about all the good things that you will do with the money in your bank account. So write a list of the things that you have on your list that you're going to do with that money. And make sure when you make that list that you also try to include paying it forward to somebody.
Yes.
Even a complete, matter of fact, a complete stranger is better.
Really?
Even sometimes what I have done, and this has actually worked. I've actually went to a restaurant once. I went to Chick-fil-A one morning for breakfast, and something in my spirit just told me, My angels, my guide said, you need to pay for whatever the people had behind me. And it was breakfast food, but whatever they had, they racked up a bill. But
Oh
guess what? I
God.
told myself I was going to pay for whatever the people had that were behind me. And I did that. So sometimes things like that, you know, um, especially once you already have that money in your account. Do something for a stranger. Do something for somebody that doesn't even expect you to do it. Because that's going to even make you feel good. And then just don't expect a lot of glory behind it. Just know you did it and you know you did something good for somebody. Even if they don't appreciate it, it doesn't really matter because guess what? Your heart was in the right place. So that is one of the things that, and then once you do with the bank statement, what I recommend doing is putting it in a sacred space to you, wherever that is. So that could be, in a safety deposit box, that could be in a piggy bank, that could be in something spiritual, that could be under the pillow, under your mattress. It really doesn't matter. But wherever you choose to put that at and set it and forget it, that means don't think about it all the time. Know what you're going to do with the money. Know that it's coming, knowing it's there. And don't doubt. And just know that it's there. And any extra opportunities that come your way also is going to be a way of the universe showing you and bringing more financial abundance and blessings in your life. So that's one of my favorite ways. The second way we've already kind of discussed.
Hang on just 1 second.
Oh, okay.
We got comments. Awesome. Yes, definitely, Marie. Yes, that is a good goal for 30 days.
Yes,
Sweet.
absolutely.
My empathic self can feel if others are good or creepy, so at least I have that. Stephanie. Yeah, that is awesome. You definitely have to take my class that's coming up. Different types of intuitives. Marie, yes, I intentionally do a Wealth Wednesday where every Wednesday I pay it forward. Awesome, Marie. Good way to go. Stephanie, always under my pillow. Oh, hey, that's actually a pretty good thing.
Yes.
Now, I do have a quick question. I have found, and it's very strange, but I have a little bit of experience with manifestation.
Right.
It's very odd because I like the way you're going. I can manifest stuff, but if I start doing a list of what I'm putting it for and who I'm going to be paying it forward to, it's like it shorts it out. What is your opinion on that advice?
I feel that you kind of have to search within and find out what works for you. But even if you don't make a list, imagine, feel going to the bank and feel the feeling of taking the money out of the bank.
That is a good feeling.
So even if you don't want to write it down, that's not necessary. But I always say what you want to do is either have a feeling or see or feel something tangible in your hand and hold on to that, and then that's gonna even make things even go a little smoother as well, of just feeling and knowing and just seeing that money come to the head. Oh, I need a
No worries. It's still cold in the basement.
Yes, sorry, excuse me.
And
Okay.
while she's taking care of that, I will say money manifestation is awesome. Manifesting things in your life, though, is pretty awesome too. I manifested 2 apartments and a house at one point, so I think we're good.
Yes, and this is very real. I mean, very unrealistic as a realtor, but she was so strong with her manifestation. She got everything she wanted in a home. That never, ever, hardly ever happened. Believe me, I have people come to me all the time. Oh, I want this, 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 and this, and I want to spend $100,000. And I'm like, okay, let's have a come to Jesus realistic meeting, or come to something, Oshun, or whatever you believe in meeting. This is okay. Yeah, you're not gonna get $1 million home for $10. Well, you actually can.
Yeah, you
but
can.
you can, but you really cannot doubt that at all. So no doubts at all. So does anybody have any questions about the first techniques that I shared? Any questions or
I'm not seeing any
comments?
Nope. Okay, proceed with the next one.
All right, so moving on to the next one. The next one has already been discussed, actually, and that is writing a check to yourself, and using 30 days, a year from now, 2 years from now, whatever you feel is going to the amount of time that you need for that amount of money to show up for you. And imagine yourself going to the bank and cashing that check, and then being able to buy your family, your friends, yourself, and anybody else in your life the things that you want and need, and all those things, and put that date on there. And then also in the memo, write down, in the little memo section of the check, write down, all money comes with ease, joy, and glory. Or all money comes with joy, or just something positive. And then when you take it to the bank, you're passing it on also. When that cashier or the bank teller touches that, they're going to get some of that positive energy as well. And far as where to keep the check, you can keep that in your wallet, you can keep that in your purse, or you can actually keep that in a sacred place that you feel sacred to you.
Well, and that's another thing. We are going to have to wrap this up pretty soon. But my question to you is, how would you build a sacred spot for yourself? If you don't have one already, what would you put in it? Where would you consider it being?
Anything, anywhere.
Give a couple specifics.
I mean, okay, you can use a Bible. Okay, you can use a Bible. You can use putting something under your pillow, under a mattress, in a manifestation box that you create.
Actually, I like the manifestation box. That's really neat.
Oh, another thing I like to do.
Which, by the way, we do sell them at the store.
Another thing I like to do is, with the bank statement or even the check, guess what else you can do?
What?
You could put it on a vision board.
Hoo-wee! I love it.
And then put that in the middle to be the center, and to put everything else that you're going to buy.
Okay.
Around it.
Do you see how excited she got when she said the word buy? Anyway. Okay, Eva Dacus. I manifested the outcome in court with my landlord. Good going, Eva.
Yay.
Yes. Stephanie, I try to practice them. Cool. Whoop, ladies, it's my bedtime. You guys are inspirational. Thank you.
Thank
I will
you.
have to attend that class again. I may have already, but either way, I will again. Hey, Stephanie, the class is not out yet, so no worries. This will be a first time around. Delia, for me, I struggle, and to me, it's not realistic or possible that I can provide help others, pay it forward, etc. I am on limited income and cannot give. I don't have it.
Uh,
Delia.
okay. Well, okay. So, attitude, in the way you look at money right now.
And also, here's the other thing, you don't have to just pay it forward with money. You can pay it forward with gifts, time,
Yes.
okay, attention, even sitting down to listen to somebody over a cup of coffee you made them.
Yes.
It doesn't always have to be about money. I remember a
No.
dude, okay, and this is a really sad thing, but I want to put this example out there because I want people to really understand it and frame it. He will not see his baby daughter because he doesn't believe he has enough money to support her. And I kept telling him, being a father has nothing to do with money. I was raised by my dad since I was 7. It only has to do with time and caring, you know? And he just can't get it in his head. So his daughter's now 6 or 7 years old and she's never seen it because he believes he doesn't have the money. That as long as he doesn't have money, he's not a father. And that is really heartbreaking, but it gives you an idea of how our precept is toward giving, toward caring for people. It's not all about money. And actually, and I say this as a Taurus who loves money, okay? Actually, money is probably one of the last things as ways to take care of people and give back. It's always going to be about time. Growing up, Dad and I were broke most of the time, but he was there. As a confirmed bachelor and kind of a playboy, he sat down and he had a tea party with me and my pink stuffed rabbits. He actually took the time to learn how to hand sew me a dress. It looked ugly, but I still have it because it meant the world to me. It doesn't matter about money. It's what you give out of your heart, time. And if somebody doesn't appreciate that, well, screw them because they don't appreciate anything anyway.
Now, I have a strong comment also. Not just attitude, but.
And Delia, good thing with the painted rocks. Yes.
Stop being so hard on yourself and realize how blessed you are for what you already have. Be thankful for what you have. Write down the things that you are thankful for now.
Gratitude is a huge part of it. Yes.
And then write down the wants that you want now. And the other thing too is shifting that mindset a little bit, because the bottom line is no matter what I have or don't have in my bank account, I will tell you I've been from $0 to having a lot of money. And it doesn't matter to me because you know why? I know how to make more. So I can always get more money. And just knowing the money is out there for you to have, the money is out there for you to get, it's there for you. And one of the other things I also like to bring up too, and this is a little bit off the subject, but I'll be very brief, is I feel this is very important. I'm going to give everybody a tip out there far as finding what their passion is, or finding what their calling is, or whatever you want to call it. And the easiest way to know what that is think about what you do very, very well, effortlessly. And you will see how things will change in your life and money will come to you. Things will flow to you a lot easier than you ever expected. So I feel for you that, it's all going to come. You have it right in front of you. You have the tools. You have the money already. So it's just about you picking it off the tree and having it. So it's already there for you, okay? And don't ever doubt it.
Damn skipping.
So,
Delia, I think sometimes men think differently than women too. He probably feels his part is to support. Thanks for sharing your story. Absolutely, Delia. I just wanted to make it a point to say it's more about time and care.
yes, yes, absolutely. I agree. So, any last questions from anybody? Well, I guess we're.
Boop, 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 boop. Okay.
I guess we're signing off for the evening then.
Thanks for tuning in, and till Saturday. Mwah! See you guys.
Toodles.
Bye.